this episode was going to be holy guacamole, and this next story is exactly that. Oh, man, I hope they don't try to cancel me for this one. Lawsuit over Bible display at VA hospital dismissed. Finally, if you guys remember this story, we've been talking about it for a while. Separate Palmia display proposed. So reasonable heads prevail, and Mikey Weinstein from the Military Religious Freedom Foundation is probably going to try to cancel me again with his army of religious crusaders coming to my YouTube channel. So we had covered, I put this story up as an individual video. I was in my full kitted out, insane veteran persona, came on here to say, can we all just get along and not attack the Palmia table? Can the Palmia table not get attacked, please? Can we not sue the military over the prisoner of war missing in action table? And I said that, and I said it with some flair. And the guy in charge of this whole program, Mikey Weinstein, he sent a brigade of trolls after me on my video to like threaten to off me. You know how like the religious crusaders are. You know the good Christians out there who decided to threaten my life over my comments on their lawsuit to erase the Bible from history. And I'm not even religious. I don't even have a position on this, except for the fact that I've never been offended. I've never taken the Bible existing on the Palmia table as an affront to my civility, as a attack on my religious freedom. Come on. But some people do, because some people have to have a problem. What did I say in that video? I said, some people, no matter how bad things are, they're okay. And some people, no matter how okay things are, they're bad. So that's what I said. They did not like that very much. But it says here from Concord, New Hampshire, a judge on Wednesday granted the dismissal of a lawsuit over a Bible displayed on a table at a New Hampshire Veterans Hospital after the plaintiff's lawyer proposed a separate display. This is a totally reasonable solution. I don't see any issue with this. The Military Religious Freedom Foundation filed a federal lawsuit in May 2019 on behalf of an Air Force veteran against Alfred Montoya, the director of the Manchester VA Medical Center, seeking the removal of a Bible on a display at a Palmia table within the hospital. The display violates the First Amendment's Establishment of Religious Clause, according to the lawsuit. A second Air Force veteran joined the lawsuit as a plaintiff in October 2019. I don't understand. The table, usually set up near military dining facilities, is set for one person and features a white tablecloth, a single rose, a lit candle, and more. In some displays, a Bible is also displayed on the table. And there are examples of setting the Palmia table with and without a Bible. The lawsuit said that the table should be a memorial to all fallen or missing veterans, not just Christians. This is where, you know, I never, ever felt like that was the case. Military chaplains offer non-denominational services regardless of their preferred faith. I mean, the issue is complex. I know people feel very sensitive, very strongly about it, but goodness gracious, can we not go after something so good in intent as the Palmia table? Can we leave something like that alone, for crying out loud? The veteran had suggested a table should be a memorial to all. I totally started to read in the wrong spot. The veterans had suggested replacing the Bible with a book of faith containing the writings and prayers from 7 religious groups. I'll get to what I think is the problem with that in a second. Government lawyers argued the lawsuit should be dismissed, saying some of the allegations were vague and undefined, and that the lead plaintiff acknowledged he was not offended by the display. The matter went to mediation. The lead plaintiff admits he was not offended. Oh man, this is so silly. Now, let me talk about what I think is the primary problem with this generic book of faith. I mean, because right away, I could just say one thing, defeat the whole idea, right? Well, who picks what passages go in it? Right there, your whole argument just collapses. If you try to imagine here, and you know what they would want too, right? Convene a group of advocates to decide the holiest passages from all the different major religions, 7 religious groups. Well, what about, do pagans get one in there? Do Satanists? Do Satanists get a passage in your generic book of faith? There are Satanists in the military. What? Do all the different types of Islamic faiths get a passage in there? Their preferred one? Buddhism? I mean, I could just go on all day. Seventh-day Adventists? Does the Westboro Baptist Church get a passage in there? It's like, if you go down this road of what they're trying, I mean, I'm just going to use the word inclusivity here, as far as picking the ways to represent all the different religions. Do Scientologists get in there? Then you go, it becomes so much worse, in my opinion. It becomes so much worse. And if you could handle having just the Bible, maybe, isn't it like the #1 selling book in the world for since books were invented? So I just feel like it's a fine representation of the symbol of faith. And yet these people want to come in here and replace it with a generic book containing the writings and prayers from 7 religious groups. Who are they to decide then? They are exactly what they claim to hate. Exactly what they claim to hate. Who are they to then decide what passages and what religions get included in that? And you just could spiral out of control from there. And it would never end. It would never end. So it looks like they just dropped it because according to them, they didn't even care. God, this group is horrible, man. This group is horrible. One of the focuses was us putting up our own table. Attorney Lawrence Vogelman, who represents the veterans, said at a hearing and requesting the dismissal. He said the VA has a specific procedure for requesting a table and would negotiate the details with the hospital's lawyers in an effort to avoid any more litigation. And you know what I said last time too? Are any POWs weighing in on this? Where are the POWs and missing in action families? Why is it only random people like Mikey Weinstein who jump into action over this? Like, this is so dumb to me. I'm getting upset all over again. I didn't think I would care again, but it's so dumb that I do. And I'm not religious at all. I think that we're close enough, or hopefully we are, and in the event it doesn't work out, then you'll see us again. But I'm very optimistic, Volkman said to the judge. We'll never drop this. Because then you know what they want? They're going to need funding to convene a convention for the picking of the passages for the Bible. They'll need probably 6 months at a Marriott to get those Marriott points, and they'll need that paid for, food and meals, you know. You need your what's it called? Your MIND, your per diem. You need your per diem. Got to get per diem. Mikey Weinstein, president and founder of the Military Religious Freedom Foundation, is also representing the Air Force veterans who filed the lawsuit. He said at the table, the table, which MRFF is sponsoring, would have the American flag draped on it and contain a published generic book of faith. A granite stone would display the opening words of the First Amendment. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. We want them to honor them all. An attorney representing the hospital director did not object to the voluntary dismissal request and agreed it would be fine for the veterans to use the hospital procedure for the display of the table. U.S. District Judge Paul Barbadoro approved of the idea and noted that it doesn't involve any necessary change to the current missing man table. Great. Barbadoro told Vogelman that from the beginning, I've had some confusion about exactly how to conceptualize your claim. He said he thought it would be better poised for resolution if it were a restricted or limited public forum case rather than a government speech case. Weinstein said MRFF is now waiting to see if the VA will approve and display its proposed table. If not, the group plans to swiftly refile its lawsuit. So the MRFF, which is just they're grifters going from unit to unit, anywhere that they can find a problem. They wake up that morning, they walk out their front door, and they seek out reasons to be offended so that they can establish a purpose for their lives. It's really sad to see. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. Good luck out there to everyone who gets attacked, including myself, by religious fanatics like MRFF over things that they just cannot seem to let people live their lives how they see fit. They have to jump in and file a lawsuit about freedom of speech. And then they want to be the ones to determine what is acceptable religions and religious passages to include on the table. Then they should get sued for everyone that they exclude. And you could go on, and it's so dumb, and can't we all just get along, yada, 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 blah, 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 who cares anymore? Nothing matters and no one cares. The end. All right. That's how I feel sometimes. It seems like just, if you ain't complaining, you ain't living. What's up, guys? Thanks for watching that clip from our live show. We're live right here on YouTube, Sunday through Thursday, 1800 Pacific Standard Time. If you want, come on by, join the chat. I'd love to hear from you. If you like that video and you want to see more, consider checking out this video right here or subscribing to the channel with this button right here. I look forward to talking to you really soon. I'm out for now.